Nicole is talking to her boyfriend on the phone via FaceTime while driving to work. Her boyfriend is trying to get her to have a stay-in date at his house, but she wants to go out. As she continues driving while on the phone, she runs a red light at a crossroads, almost causing an accident. A nervous Max, who is at the red light, almost drives his car straight into hers. Not to mention, he is going through a social anxiety episode. His social anxiety is so strong that he has to talk to his therapist via Zoom. Max's therapist during their online session tells him that the next stage to overcome his social anxiety is to get a pet dog, as it will help with his anxiety. Max is reluctant to get the dog and tries to give reasons not to get a dog, but he fails. Nicole is still talking on the phone to her friend Shay about her recent breakup with her boyfriend as she gets to work. At work, her boss gives her an opportunity to stage a client's house before it is put on the market for sale. Nicole is excited. Returning home, she finds a stray dog going through the trash outside her apartment building. The little dog attempts to walk towards her. She quickly realizes the dog has looked for a new home and turns the dog down before it could get any closer, like the nerd that he is. Max decides to give Chloe a tour of his nerd apartment, showing off all the nerd gadgets, toys, and collectibles acquired over the years. Nicole goes to her mother's house for a visit. When inside, she finds out her sister's fiancé, Alistair, has come home to ask her mother for her sister's hand in marriage. Feeling a little down from visiting her mom's house, Nicole goes out to a karaoke bar to blow off some steam. She returns home drunk and by herself shoots her shot at a delivery man trying to pick him up and fails miserably. That's when she sees the stray dog still outside her building apartment by the trash. Determined not to end the night alone, she decides to let him into her apartment. Names the dog Channing Tatum. After getting Chloe, Max's therapist challenges him to make a new human friend, as that is the next step of his treatment, to be more outgoing and interact with people. Max opens a dating app account so as to rise to the challenge put before him. Coincidentally, Nicole is also updating her online dating profile when she notices Max has a dog in his profile and swipes right on Max. Chloe taps Max's phone with her paw, intentionally swiping right on Nicole's profile, helping him along as he is hesitant. They set up a play date for the dogs at the park. Their first meeting is an awkward exchange, but Chloe and Channing Tatum hit it off instantly. Nicole buys spicy chicken from a food truck to help break the ice as they chat. Turns out Max can't handle hot food. The dogs run away during the chili debacle, but Max and Nicole do not notice them missing. When the chili cools, they realize the dogs are missing. They start calling out for them as they search the park, only to the dogs behind a tree getting busy. Max throws up, they argue over Channing, taking advantage of Chloe. They get back to their own lives, each trying to adjust to and bond with their new dogs. Nicole goes to the client, Hunter, and invites her to dinner at a new restaurant. Max visits his parents together with Chloe, who is loved immediately, as Max mentions that her appetite has increased greatly in recent days, and that's when they find out that Chloe is pregnant. He then proceeds to go buy a pregnancy test together with his friend Sid to confirm Chloe's pregnancy. Meanwhile, Nicole's date is in the weirdest restaurant ever. Soup is served with no spoon, and you are supposed to feel it with your hands. Crackers eaten at whisper distance from your ears, raw fish is put right under your nose for you to smell. So they decide to eat from a food truck. Max calls Nicole and tells her Channing is going to be a father. At the vet tells them Channing is cryptorchid. From the vet, Nicole and Max try getting back to their regular lives, but their dogs are sad for missing each other. They decide to meet up in the park again and agree to set regular play dates for the dogs. They go on a play date hike, but this time it's more relaxed and casual, as there are no unset expectations of hitting it off romantically. Max and Nicole start to bond and are more friendly towards each other. One evening, Nicole gets tenancy notice saying pets are not allowed in the building. She asks Max if Channing could stay a few days with him as she tries to figure out the next steps. On the first night, however, Channing can't sleep, so Max invites Nicole to sleep on the couch. Max explains he's OCD and social anxiety to Nicole. He also tells her how he was cheated on by an ex-partner. She appreciates him being open by sharing his experience and tries to comfort him with a hug, but he misreads the situation and kisses her awkwardly. After a little awkwardness and clearing up the misunderstanding, they keep talking. They continue to get to know each other more and are now living like roommates. Nicole walks in on Max in the bathroom. They shop for pet toys together. He cleans up after her messes. They go to the beach with friends. And yes, all those cute things like the lady and the Trump spaghetti sharing thing. The dogs do it too, which excites them so much they try to get it on camera. Gets Max to actually make it to the office. The dogs tie Max and Nicole face to face outside the door as they were on their way to a dog pregnancy class. After the class, they go for a walk, and a stranger with a dog starts harassing Max, accusing him of being a breeder. Nicole swoops in and tells her off. Nicole fixes her makeup in the mirror, preparing to go out. She invites Max, but when he is told it won't just be the two of them, declines her invite, leaving her a little pissed, so she goes out to meet Shay. Shay sees a text from Nicole's client Hunter and invites him to hang out with them. After announcing the sale of his house, they go to karaoke to celebrate. They have drinks, kiss, and go back to Max's place. Hunter touches the nerd collectibles in Max's house. They get into a fight, and Nicole asks Hunter to leave. Max and Nicole get into a fight and start to argue. They each say some hurtful things to each other, and then they realize Chloe ran out of the house as they were fighting. Max is out on the street searching for Chloe when the rain starts to pour down. He finds her under the park bench where their first play date was. Upon returning home, Max kicks Nicole and Channing out of his apartment. Both dog owners and dogs are lonely, as they are no longer used to being apart from each other and miss each other. After both of them getting some advice from their friends Sid and Shay, Nicole comes and apologizes to Max. Max apologizes for his part in the argument, and both of them admit they were just lashing out in fear of losing someone they care about. Max and Nicole build the puppy house in preparation for the puppies soon to be born. So they go out to dinner where Nicole cheekily signs Max up for the open mic at the restaurant, but he is nervous to sing in public as he has never sung in front of anyone. Max sings and impresses the whole room. Nicole sits amazed as though she is at her own private live show, and Max is singing to only her. She even gets teary-eyed. The next day, Max is driving Nicole for her college interview when they realize that Chloe is about to give birth. They start to panic and are forced to stop by the roadside so Chloe can birth her puppies, as there is no time to get to the vet. Back at home, after setting the dogs up in the newly built puppy pen, Max and Nicole are sleeping and they wake up next to each other. Max kisses Nicole. She kisses him back. Things start to get exciting when they see Chloe is watching. They chase her off, but then Channing barks at them. They chase him out of the room, but he returns, then starts to hump Max's leg. After what we can only assume was a night of passionate lovemaking, Nicole wakes up to a college acceptance email, and Max tells her that he submitted her portfolio online. So, they decide to host a party to celebrate all the good things that have happened recently.